Step bro, if you're stuck in the new season, me and MagiFelix can help you get unstuck. We have Zilean in the mid lane. MagiFelix recently pumped out 100 Zilean games, guys. He has a 66% win rate, 4.5 KDA, but only 4.8 CS per minute. Might be helping a lot of you lower elo players to get some free LP and climb. This shit is so simple to play. It's very abusable. Let's jump onto the Rift and break it down. Into the game now, gentlemen, and I'm pretty sure Zilean has been freelo for a long time now. People just haven't really been abusing him. He's probably got the best ultimate in the game, especially for solo queue and specifically in your lower elo games where players make big mistakes. It's a get out jail free card. You just put an ult on them and they can't die. He's got plenty of mobility, plenty of wave clear. He has slows. He really has everything a champion's kit really needs to offer, especially just over the wide variety of different type of strategies and plays in solo queue. A Zilean's never going to be a bad champion in the game. You could play Akali, you could play Yasuo. There's plenty of points in the game where you're useless. You don't have the mechanics, you don't have the style, you don't have the aggression. It's not going to work. With Zilean, it really doesn't matter, dude. You can hang back, do really nothing, and still become relevant. Of course, MagiFelix, he pushes the champion to its absolute limit. MagiFelix, while he doesn't really CS too much in this champion, what he does do is facilitate his junglers and roam. He gets, almost every game, he goes swiftness boots so he can move around the map faster, and he just permanently roams. He sits mid, slows the enemy. Of course, he runs exhaust most of the time. Weaves the longest auto attack range almost in the game. He's got 550 auto attack range. Only really 80 carries are going to have a longer auto attack range than this. Zilean outranges Victor, Orianna, these classic control mages. Zilean just has a slight range advantage. And that's one of the key components of running this summon Airy in lane. Just weaving the autos. Summon Airy is so abusable. Every single time the guy moves up, you're weaving your autos in. You got Corrupting Potion with Time Walk, Tonic, and Biscuits. Going to be giving you some extra movement speed, infinite sustain. As you see here, the Rumble gets exhausted. MagiFelix pops the exhaust, very calm and collected, moves back, gets the kill. He'll hard shove this and head back to base. It's actually pretty often he gets solos. If he doesn't get a solo, he'll get a 2v2 or a setup gank with his jungler. A lot of the time, guys, if you can simply burn a flash, you pop the exhaust and EWE, you just slow them permanently, they'll flash out of the way. Next time somebody ganks, instantly killed. We head back to base, picked up boost to swiftness. And now he just permanently roams. As soon as he hit level 6, I guarantee. As soon as he level 6, he'll roam top or bot. And he'll use the Zilean ult, which makes you unable to be killed. You get killed and then revive. He just uses that to dive. You use your whole health bar to dive somebody, set it up freely. And it's just rinse and repeat with 5 CS per minute. You don't need to be CSing insane numbers. It will help if you can get it. But the playstyle is not about sitting in lane and farming. It's about setting up ganks. It's about roaming around the map. And I think, honestly, that's key for solo queue. I seriously think that's key for solo queue and getting things done. You can be a lane dominant Chovy, but unless you're playing in Korean Challenger, most of the game's going to be over in the first 10-20 minutes, right? You're not going to be able to influence the game. With these type of setups, dude, you're around the map, you're permanently roaming, you're everywhere, the enemy can't breathe. And in a meta where you're against champions that want to sit in the mid lane and just perma farm, at the moment a lot of Corki, of course a lot of Victor, these mages that just sit and farm. Dude, you can just impact the map while they're farming. They may have a 50 CS lead, but your team has 10 kills. As look out, yeah, you're just so goddamn fast. Aren't killing the Zilean, as they say. The Thresh makes his way through. You got a Thresh and a Zilean on this team. I don't know, like, two of the most annoying get out of jail free champions in the game. Pops the slow, Q, WQ for the stun onto the Poppy. Zilean has some basic mechanics. And honestly, this works so well with things like Hecarim, like Olaf, and these carry junglers that you're facilitating, dude. Like, it just seems like it's perfect for the meta right now. It's the Q onto the Bard. We'll slowly make our way to the level 6. And that is hopefully where we'll look for the dive on either the Gragas or the Caitlyn and the Bard. And as I was saying, dude, Zilean has very simple mechanics. The Q is your bomb. The W is going to bring 10 seconds off your cooldown. So you can Q, W, then Q again. Back in my day, I'm pretty sure Zilean W actually reduced the ultimate cooldown. But that did get nerfed, unfortunately. But it's going to be bringing the cooldowns off of your other spells. And that is going to enable you to get stuns, perma slows. You work your way into Everfrost. I mean, it's a disgusting champion. If you can get Dark Seals, of course, you're not going to be dying too many times. Let's see what he picks up here. Hope he gets a Dark Seal. Let's see if he goes Ruby Crystal. I'm interested to see why he doesn't go Dark Seal there. Because I feel like if you get good tempo, You get a Medjai's, you get the movement speed. I feel like it'd be pretty annoying to deal with. But this game, he's opted for the Ruby. A little bit of survivability, making his way towards the Everfrost, which is key. Going to be allowing you to get like I'm exaggerating, but like it's like 20, it feels like 20 seconds of perma CC. Zilean passive. I completely forgot about Zilean passive. You literally level up your teammates with your passive. At the end of the game, you're able to give so many level advantage to your team. These comeback mechanics that you're able to get as well on top of that. I can't speak about how free this champion is. It's pretty boring, I won't lie. Am I going to go and spam at my solo queue games? Probably not. It's like watching paint dry. But if you're embarrassed about your rank, you've been spamming silly champions like Akali, Kiana that you cannot play. Hey man, name change, delete all your friends off your friends list. Go and play Zilean for a month and then come back. Say, hey boys, I'm Diamond now, what's up? I guarantee you it will happen. Terms and conditions may apply. You all will not be able to hit Diamond, but some of you could. As we're just going to keep setting this Olaf up. It's going to be a very standard game. Olaf gets speed from the Zilean, runs at them. If he dies, Zilean puts the ultimate onto his head. It's a classic. Of course, some pro play presence for Zilean, mostly from Bjergsen. It's one of Bjergsen's key champs. Very unique champion. And in lower elos, man, which a majority of you guys are, no offense, just mathematically, being able to revive your teammates' dumb mistakes, especially in low elo where they're not positioning correctly, and you can actually see where the carries are and save it for the carries. You might not be dealing as much damage as you want, but you're in control of who stays alive. You're in control of the team fights, the zone control. You're a very important member of the team, don't get me wrong. So don't think that, oh, I don't do damage, I'm useless. Dude, you're the Time Lord, you're a wizard. You literally are controlling the entire game with how you use your ultimates, how you choose on who you're leveling up and giving experience to. There's plenty of things that go into it. And if you can set yourself up with a duo, with a Hecarim, honestly, like, a Hecarim is just perfect. Olaf is perfect. Anything that uses the movement speed runs in, and if they die, you can just revive them to full health. It's a no-brainer. I think it will work well in things like Xin Zhao jungle. It's always good with a mid-jungle duo, or especially if you've got an AD carry like a Jinx or someone that plays it very well. As we shove the mid lane in, and it instantly move down into the bot lane. We got 400 base movement speed here. Moving in. Puts the bomb on to the Olaf, and we actually get stunned up. Olaf comes through. We have the self-ult. We pop the self-ult. Always pop it last goddamn moment. Do not pop the Zilean ult early. It will not be worth it. You want to bait them out, bait as much ability as you can, and get as much health back. As you get the Q onto the Poppy. Double bomb. And let's see who has more speed. Poppy or Zilean. Puts the slow. Poppy looking to flash over. She does flash, and MagiFelix weaving the autos. Corrupting potion. Everything ticking. Gets the Q, and he's going to speed away. And you're annoying as fuck, dude. Like, this is just... You're a pain in the enemy's ass. It's just... It's such a simple strategy, and it's kind of... I'm not going to say it's shameless, but it's pretty shameless to play. 6 CS per minute here. He actually doesn't really ever CS well, because he's always roaming around the map. MagiFelix notorious for working out how solo queue works and climbing. He's got... Back in the day, he had... Was it 5 accounts in the top 20 of EU West? He had like rank 1, 3, 4, 5. Like, it was just stupid. Then he did an all roles challenger. He got challenger in top lane, jungle, mid lane, bot lane, and support. Every single role. So when it comes to League of Legends, this guy, he knows a lot. His pro play, unfortunately, his pro career didn't really go as well as, obviously, as I expected, or anyone really... I thought he'd do really well in pro play. He didn't have that bad of a career, but he didn't just explode on the scene and take over. I think he just stopped playing for Astralis, and I think they got a new mid laner. I'm not sure if he's playing Academy or doing something, but... Strange little career for the guy, of course. Was a sub on Fnatic for a while. WE. You see, he tries to give the kills to the carries. A Tristana, a Vayne. Give the kills. Spread the kills around. You're in control. Don't steal everything away because you don't want a 20 kill Zilean, let's be honest. Levels the Olaf, getting such a huge advantage over this Poppy now. QQ. It's just a QWQ. Work on your ranges. Go on a practice tool and practice a couple of different combos when you get that Everfrost, guys, and work out how you get the permaslows. You should always, in my opinion, land your E first, which is your slow. And then, if you want exhaust, they can't move, dude. Q, W, wait a little bit. Q again. Wait a little bit. Everfrost. By that time, another Q. Like, it's just a slow layer of CC and damage that comes out. Don't blow everything as soon as possible. And definitely don't just throw out Qs randomly. Q mechanics on minions are very important, by the way. You can attach Qs on minions. You can attach them on teammates. You put a Q. Let's say you put it onto a Nocturne jungle just before he ults. He'll ult in, bring that bomb, and explode the enemy's heads. There's definitely cool mechanics you can do with the champion. Plenty of good skins as well, honestly. Not sure, why the hell does Zilean have so many skins? I think the play rate is so abysmal. But yeah, great champion all around. I think he's always had a pretty decent solo queue win rate. The rank 1 on the Chinese Super server last year. Played Zilean support to get there. Played Zilean support with Guardian. And honestly, was passive as fuck and just slowly made his way to rank 1. Like, good player, of course, but it's just something about this champion. I just realized that's Broken Blade on the Grag. Picks up a bomb. And we're just trying to use that. Oh my god, that's a little aggressive, buddy. Wave coming in. Zilean, no ultimate. He wants to try and land the E on the Poppy. Ugh. Can't get the E. You can see how he's trying to lead with the E, get the slow, then QWQ. Can't get it. Gonna move back out. Ultimate up in 60. Everfrost. Q lands. Second Q. It does touch the Grag. I don't know if it's going to be able enough to drop him. As Resort on an absolute warpath here. Q. Bard moving through. We've almost got our spells again. Might turn back. Might turn back. Not going to risk it. Lands it on to the Rumble. Jesus Christ, did that... Does that kill? No, not quite. The Rumble W.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I think the key when playing this setup, guys, is just don't be an idiot. Preserve your KDA. You see, he almost had a 5 KDA. Don't be dumb. Don't play aggressive. Like, just facilitate, facilitate, facilitate. Look for the comebacks. Look for calm games. Gets a level onto the Jax. And usually second item is going to be things like the Banshees. It's going to be things like the Hourglass, Cosmic. You want to look for cooldown reduction, of course, to bring your abilities down. Without ruining the fun for the enemy team. Only 1.4k gold lead here. We got the Everfrost. We have the Swiftness boots. And don't always rush Swifties. Of course, there's going to be scenarios where you're going to be wanting Ninja Tabai. You're going to be wanting Mercs. But most of the time, Swifties is going to be your best bet. It's weird. I feel like having the same stock standard build game after game is really good for low elo players. Below Diamond, if you can do that, every single game just build the exact same. Like, it's not good, but it just feels like it builds a lot of consistency for you guys. If you're building an Hourglass every single game, you know to press it. You don't forget about it. Certain... I just wonder with that, with having build diversity, if it ruins people. They end up chopping and changing and thinking too much about the builds during the game rather than what they can do to win. But optimally, you build to the situation of the game. Nice wave clear. With the Qs, you got enough to take out the backline with one. I don't know about this Rumble Mid. They nerfed, as soon as they nerfed the W on Rumble Mid, I didn't think it was that good. I feel like you could still play it into things like the Yasuo, but not really sold on it. There's been a couple of Rumble top lanes, I believe, coming back into pro play. Cheesing out, they go Ignite I think it's Marin that's been playing it in the top lane. In Korean Challenger, actually.
Killing spree.
So head across with the boys. Get another level on the Olaf. Olaf is 3 levels ahead of the Poppy here. Of course, he's got 8 kills, but...
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And you can just see how suffocating this type of play is. Of course, in high elo, like, a lot of people complain when I do videos like this, like, oh, of course this guy, if he plays towards his team, it's going to be better. Low elo, I can't play towards my team, they suck. I think a lot of people just get into the mindset that they're in a unique position where everything's against them. They're the one that always get the bad teammates. They're the ones that can't get carry players or smurfs. Enemy team always gets smurfs. Dude, you play enough games, everything will balance out. Please, the only thing that matters in your games is your own performance, okay? Your own performance in the games and how you play around your team. Nothing else matters. Stay calm, stay collected. If you play enough games and you're better than your teammate, you influence the game more than them, you'll climb. Simple as that. Yes, you'll have 10-game loss streaks. Yes, you'll have games you'll play perfect and lose. It's not about that. You play to improve, play to learn. You'll slowly progress in the lane. Do not think about the LP. Just think about playing well, improving. Every single mistake you make, look back at it and try and take it out again. You'll become a good League of Legends player. Problem is, people spam 20 games, they don't think about their mistakes, they complain about their teammates, and they just build shitty habits, do the same thing game in, game out, and they expect different results. They want their team every game to get first blood, they want their jungler to always know what they're doing. It's not gonna happen. We don't live in a perfect world. That's League of Legends, that's mindset. And if you're in that mindset, you'll never make progress. It's really toxic, but like, once you realize that, I think that's when you're gonna start making some progress in this disgustingly mental game. Like, this game is so high mental. MagiFelix, of course, doesn't type in game. Doesn't ever FF, by the way. Great guy, though. Really positive. Saves the ultimate last minute onto the Olaf. It kind of baits the enemy team in thinking, oh shit, does he even have ult? They focus him down. If you get a couple of ultimates out of the enemy team, like a Syndra ult, then you put it last second, boom, all that damage negated. Nice little Bard ult, cheeky. Olaf sitting in the flanks, doesn't have his ultimate here, so he's kind of nervous to go back in.
Blue team double kill.
Tristana. We're out of mana. No mana. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Just sit and deliver. That's fucked. And do you see how he plays around the Olaf? You need to pick somebody in the game to play around. And if you have no carries, you can still carry yourself. You can go goddamn death cap on this champion. You can carry yourself. But most of the time, it's going to be the other teammates doing the carrying. You're not going to get a lot of the credit for the game. You're not going to be high on the damage charts. That's okay. If you're getting the LP eventually, it doesn't matter, buddy. But like, whilst everyone is trying to play things like the Zeri, the Action, the Akali, the Kiana, sweating for wins, raging at teammates, and you're just piss chilling on Zilean Mid. 5 CS per minute, roaming around, never dying and helping your teammates. It's crazy how fast you're going to outclimb these players. You might not be having as much fun, but to me, I don't have really much fun in League unless I'm winning, so winning is fun to me. Pops the ultimate onto the Thresh. Watch Thresh's health, by the way. Comes back to a full. It's not balanced. It's simply not balanced. Q. Q. Pops the E. And we speed. Tristana. Still no Dark Seal. Would have worked very nicely this game. Oi! Poor Thresh. Double bomb. Into the hook. Look how we play it. Just on the outskirts. So much MS. Ultimate. Still 30 seconds off as the Poppy moves through. We put the slow. Q doesn't land. Pops out on the minion. And there's no crazy mechanics going on here, guys. He's staying just out of range. and using his abilities. Come on, Natty Nate. 12-1 Olaf game. 8.1k. Olaf sitting on 12,000. Beautiful setup. So we did end up going the Banshees. And now it's situational. I definitely think prioritize cooldown reduction and AP. But if you still want to go more defensive here, you can. You can go Hourglass. If you need some shield breaking, you can go the Shadow Flame. Plenty of build diversity in League of Legends these days. The bombs, plays towards Olaf. Olaf goes man mode. Knows he has Zilean ult. Zilean doesn't want to go through the Bard portal just in case. Justana with the US internet. We stick with the team. Wait for it. Enemy team FFs. 2-0-17, ladies and gentlemen. Its style is very calm. It's relaxing. I guarantee you it will work for you in whatever elo you're at. Good luck in your game, boys, and good luck in the Season 12 climb.